Hello to all of our friends in Wisconsin. I'm Joe Cavanaugh, the CEO and founder of Youth Frontiers. For 33 years, our driving philosophy is that character matters. It's what moves a person to make responsible decisions despite their fears. It's what leads a person to realize that they matter, that others matter, that what they do matters. It's what motivates a person to be a force for good. And we believe it can and it must be inspired. For there is no more powerful change agent in making our communities a kinder, a more civil, and respectful place to live than the character that resides in each of us. Youth Frontiers has worked with over 2 million people, students and educators, providing large group retreats in schools. Needless to say, those aren't an option this year for most of the schools that we serve. But as the great painter Picasso once said, "When I don't have red, I use blue." And that began his famous blue period. We might not be delivering our in-person character retreats in schools these days, but our mission of character is more important than ever. So we're painting in blue. We're expanding to the broader community to challenge people, to live nobly, to be good, to do the right thing. We're in desperate need in these difficult times for people to live with character, to model traits of goodness, of humility, of responsibility, and courage. We have the honor of celebrating 2 individuals who exemplify this kind of character-driven leadership in their communities. As you know, we had originally planned to celebrate these amazing people with an in-person gathering on April 1st of 2020. But, like the rest of the world, we moved to Plan B. We didn't want to miss the chance to celebrate their stories with you, so here we are recognizing them, virtually. First, we'll meet a deeply empathetic student who is always the first to recognize and reach out to someone in need of a friend. Let's take a look.
My name is Tom Wissink, and I nominated Erik Moberg for the Youth Frontiers Character Award. What really stands out about Erik is, one is his perseverance. He's had some challenges in life, but he's persevered through those things and quite honestly used them to become a better person.
If Erik wasn't my son, I would still want to talk about him because he's that neat of a kid and I've had great interaction with him. I've had him in class for 3 years.
He just really wants to see everyone do well and wants to see everyone succeed.
He's a strong, quiet leader that leads by example, but just that example has a positive influence on others.
He's not afraid to reach out to someone, so he'll just see someone kind of doing math and he'll sit down and just be like, "Hey, how's that? Yeah, I have trouble with that too. Do you want to help?"
I wouldn't say I always thought myself as a leader. I would say that I definitely grew into it.
It's got to be, how do you interact with your peers? How do you interact with all your peers, not just when people are around? Are you kind enough to offer help if you can and brave enough to ask for help if you need it? And to demonstrate that and be a role model for that, I think is also a leader, and Erik's fabulous at that too.
I think a good leader is someone who likes to include everyone, make sure that everyone gets to have an input.
He had to fill out some scholarship recently, things, and they were like words that you think, and I was like, well, you could say like integrity or character, and he was like, "What's integrity?" And I was like, that's so funny, because to me, you sort of define it. You just do it because it's the right thing to do.
He is actively involved in the leadership team, helping organize clubs and activities, which is all great, and we need that. But I also think it's just as important to be a leader in a small way.
Well, when Erik was in 2nd grade, he was diagnosed with significant hearing loss. And now that the hearing aid technology has gotten even smaller, it's not real noticeable.
I realized that not everyone looks at me and says, "Oh, that person is hearing impaired." And so I can kind of reflect on that, saying I can't look at everyone knowing exactly what they've been through, knowing exactly what their story is. So I'm not going to assume anything, and I just try to make sure that I can be a nice, genuine person to them. definitely taught me a lot about my perspective on life.
One of his fourth grade teachers, Mr. Hops, said to the class, surround yourself with people who shine. In conversations over this award, actually, he has said, I try to surround myself, but now that I'm getting older, I want to be part of the people that shine.
You don't always have to make someone smile, but I'd rather be the reason someone smiles than the reason that they have a bad day. You never know what other people are going through in that specific time. Try to be the reason that they smile, make sure that they're doing okay. And I like to hold true to that. They've definitely been big role models in my life, both my parents, to kind of always just look out for each other, do the right thing and put yourself out there.
I think this award, being that it is about something that is more continual in your life, will hopefully give kids the opportunity to see, like, this is something that sometimes you do get recognition for just being good.
To take a moment to recognize that we all kind of have a choice within this world of ours to say, what are we going to do?
Some advice is just trying to be a little bit more in the moment. Say good morning to the person that you see every day, even if you don't know who they are. Know what's around you and just kind of enjoy the little things like that.
Thank you for what you did to my school and this community. You made it a better place.
As a New Richmond teacher, I think all of us are proud of him representing our school, and I know his dad and I are super proud of him just representing like us.
We're happy for you, we're proud of you, and this is not the end. This is the beginning. Little small acts of leadership and kindness every day change the world. This is how you can do it. Anybody can do it.
It is our honor to name Erik Moberg the 2020 Character Award winner. And thanks to the generosity of Scott and Linda Haig, thank you so much, Scott and Linda, we were able to offer Erik a $3,000 college scholarship. Erik started this fall at St. Thomas University with plans of earning a degree in mechanical engineering. St. Thomas is lucky to have you, Erik. Reshaping a community, any community, can feel like a monumental endeavor. But just like we share with kids on retreat, one act of kindness or courage or respect can have a ripple effect. This year's Leader of Character has had an incredible impact on her community, the full effects of which are still to come. For many, this Leader of Character needs no introduction, but for those who do, Rose Purpero Spang is a passionate leader and a true champion of students in Milwaukee. Milwaukee is her home, and she has tended to this city with grace and goodness. A few of her accomplishments: she is a first-generation Italian-American and the first in her family to earn a college degree from Alverno College. She obtained her master's degree from Marquette University and served as a Milwaukee public school teacher. She's held top positions with MPS boards and committees, and together with her siblings and late husband, developed a scholarship fund, the Charles and Rosalia Purpero Endowed Memorial Scholarship, to help students thrive. For the last 5 years, we've been honored by her involvement with and support of Youth Frontiers. These facts can only hint at who Rose is and what her leadership has accomplished. Above all else, she's impacted so many with her character.
Rose? Well, who doesn't know Rose in Milwaukee?
Rose is just an example of that person who's just always looking for ways that she can help students. Because she once had this past as a teacher, she's always thinking about new opportunities for children and for students, ways that they can grow and become their best selves.
With so many things going on in the world that are negative, we need the people that are in their lives, that they're working with on a one-on-one basis, to be that strong leader and a person of character.
She's always saying, what else can I do? She illustrates generosity, kindness,
One of the ways that she shows her kindness is through gifts. I have personally been the recipient of socks. As a matter of fact, this pair that I'm wearing today, it's a small thing, but it means a lot. If you are compared to Superman from Wonder Woman, that's kind of a big deal.
Well, I've lived in Milwaukee all my life. Grew up in the 3rd Ward, the Italian section of town. My mother was just a wonderful inspiration, both my parents. I think they'd be the Parents of the Year award if there were one in those days.
I think Rose is a wonderful leader in this community.
I look at her as a servant leader. She lives her life through the organizations that she serves. When she can help and when she sees an area of need, she puts all of her effort into it, and she will not stop.
I think it's a matter of being very appreciative of the good life that I've lived and wanting to pass it forward. So it's a matter of saying thank you. I think Youth Frontiers, with its retreats and the things that they teach, I think that's a big help to young people today.
She helped to bring awareness of Youth Frontiers to me. It is what she stands for and supports is character development in youth, because it is our future.
I think Rose's legacy is the ripple effect that she has on Milwaukee.
There's going to be thousands of students who grow up to be adults who won't even know all of the impact that she made, all of the things that she supported.
That kind of care that a person has received from someone like Rose will be paid forward to the next person.
Oh, if I could deliver one message to our young people, really be true to yourself. Pay attention to the world. Pass forward whatever you've been blessed with, whatever your parents have been responsible for in making you a good person. Pass it forward. My mother always told us all the time, sempre ya fai, ego si giusti. And that means you must always do the right thing. Always.
Wow, what an incredible standard to live by. Thank you, Rose, for your steadfast commitment to your character and to your community. Rose let us know that this fall she is happy and healthy and enjoying some special times with family. Our world needs people like Rose and like Erik, leaders grounded in character who tend to their communities with such great care and dedication. Our communities are in need of care right now. We're under great stress and strain that is fraying the very fabric of our community. This year, Youth Frontiers is focused on reweaving this fabric in schools, in companies, and beyond. We're offering new programs designed to meet the needs of students, educators, and community leaders in this unique and difficult time. Programming that will help them develop the character needed to lead well in these times and in all times. If you want to learn more about our work, visit our website at youthfrontiers.org. A huge thank you to our sponsors, DeWitt LLP and U.S. Bank, Alverno College, Baird Foundation, Baker Tilly, Doug and Molly Bell, Peter and Elizabeth Benz, Milwaukee Public Schools Foundation, Mortgage Guarantee Insurance Corporation, Northwestern Mutual Foundation, Better Business Bureau serving Wisconsin, Temple, Milwaukee, Wisconsin Character Education Partnership, University School of Milwaukee, and Milwaukee Business Journal for your support of our mission and for making this program possible. And thank you, viewer, for joining us. Thank you for being part of our community, and thank you for leading with character. Be well.